Ask any athlete why he puts his body to the limit, why he accepts the punishment, why she endures the pain, why they go through all that hardship. And the answer will stare right back at you. Some will say it's for the glory. A few will say it's for the fame. But an athlete worth his blood, sweat, and tears will only say one word: because. Because the challenge is there. But this is no ordinary challenge. This is no ordinary sport. This is not your ordinary race. No hard rallies, no clutch shots, no down-the-wire finish, no Game 7s, and no rivals to defeat. It's just you and thousands more against nature and human nature. And no rivals. This is the ultimate test and the ultimate battle against everyone else and against yourself. This is Iron Man. It all started with one man and his daring vision of achieving the impossible.
I've been doing triathlons for about 10 years and doing a lot of the races locally, and then I had a chance to race abroad. And I felt, we should have that same opportunity, we should have that same experience here in the Philippines. I got the idea, well, be part of the solution, and let's stage our own triathlon here. The first race in Kamsur was kind of like Woodstock. Everyone thought they were part of this pioneering experience. It was a labor of love. We were very passionate about it then. I'd say we're probably even more passionate about now, because if you'd asked me then, do you think that the growth of the sport would be what it is today? I would have said, there's no way. No way we would have this many participants. No way we would have so many offshoot industries and businesses start up as a result of this.
From the inaugural event that gathered 583 triathletes from 23 countries, Ironman Philippines has now attracted more than 2,900 triathletes, with slots selling out in just 28 minutes. Ironman has grown not only by leaps and bounds, but one could say by every determined stroke, every hard push, and every sure step. And as a finisher himself, Wilfred Stephen Uitangsu knows that Ironman Philippines is not just a sporting event. It is a sport revolution.
Soon, word got out. People said, what's this triathlon about? What's Ironman about? And they wanted to be part of that event. And to be part of that event, you have to train for it. So then it becomes a lifestyle. It's not something that you roll out of bed and you decide you're going to swim 1.9 kilometers, you're going to bike 90 kilometers, you're going to run 21.1. You really need to train for an event like this. And so that becomes part of your everyday life. It becomes your lifestyle. And here we are now, thousands and thousands of Filipinos from all walks of life have joined the race.
Though triathlon may have started abroad, participants say there's a distinct experience when they race here in the Philippines.
I think the biggest advantage we have in the Philippines is our hospitality. We should be the tourism playground for Asia, and we are demonstrating that with Ironman. People come to Cebu. We have great support in Cebu. We have tens of thousands of fans who line the streets. Some of the pros have said that they're actually crying because it's such an emotional thing. They're working very hard. These people who are perfect strangers to them are out there cheering for them, because we don't treat it as just a race. We look at it as a total event, as an experience. I think it's a complete experience that has allowed us to differentiate ourselves from many other races around Asia and even around the world.
Sunrise Events, the sole organizer of Ironman Philippines and other multi-sport events, is not only keen on promoting triathlon in the country, but also the best of the Philippines to the rest of the world. Just last year, Sunrise Events was awarded the gold standard for organizing the Cobra Ironman 70.3 2014 by the World Triathlon Corporation. And the Cebu leg was ranked second in the world in terms of participant satisfaction. Now, Cobra Ironman 70.3 Cebu is dubbed as the crown jewel of Asia and even called the Hollywood of triathlon. And now, they've taken it to the next level by spreading the Ironman craze to the rest of Southeast Asia.
Ironman has recognized the job we've done of growing the sport here in the Philippines, and now we're hosting events in Southeast Asia. But it's not just those races. We've sent athletes to Hawaii, to Australia. Soon we've got a big contingent going to Barcelona. So we are indeed contributing to the growth of the sport globally, not just here in the Philippines.
Now, Ironman Philippines is on its 8th year, and all roads lead to the Queen City of the South, Cebu. The mood may be festive, but the challenge remains competitive as ever.
This year, I think it's going to be very special because it is the first year that Ironman has held the Asia Pacific 70.3 Championships outside of Australia and New Zealand. It's a tremendous honor for the Philippines to be hosting it. We're very privileged. Of course, there's the pressure to make sure we execute and that we hold a great event, but I'm confident in our ability, and I know we're going to prepare well, as we are already.
The race may have its usual lineup of champions, but over the years, Ironman Philippines has become a haven for stories of triumph and overcoming even the greatest of odds.
We've seen artistas, we've had many people from the showbiz ranks come into the sport. Kim Atienza is a perfect example, because Kim came from not a very healthy lifestyle, and he had a stroke, and now look at him. He's out there having a great race, but he said to me, he says, my life has changed. My life has changed because of the lifestyle I have today, and there's no going back. We've had several people in the challenge category who are either missing a limb or have some other physical challenge, and you see these people persevering with that challenge, and to me that's a tremendous accomplishment. People say Ironman is a tremendous physical test, but it's a bigger mental test, because your mind will quit before your body. One thing I like about the sport of triathlon is we're a big fraternity. People are always encouraging those around them to keep going, to go a little faster. Yes, you're out there to do your best and maybe beat the person in front of you, but it's a very supportive community. And we have a saying that suffer for a day, brag for a lifetime. And I can tell you, everyone who's come across that finish line, they're walking a couple inches taller, their chest is out a little bit more, and they've got a tremendous sense of accomplishment.
But more than the feeling of triumph and glory, Ironman Philippines has achieved a greater goal of staging a world-class sporting event where everyone is truly a winner.
When we set out to do this, we wanted to address three objectives. The first was to promote sports tourism. We wanted to encourage athletes from all over the world to come to the Philippines and experience a race here. The second is that we want to give local athletes a chance to experience a world-class event. And I think we've done that in the races that we have staged. The third is that we're also providing to the communities in which we participate in. So, we're talking about millions of dollars of revenues that come in to, whether it's Cebu or Bohol or to Subic where we stage a race, and that in itself helps the local economy.
This 2016, the stakes and the anticipation are higher than ever. This year's Cobra Ironman 70.3 Asia Pacific Championship in Cebu promises to be the biggest, the brightest, and the best event for the multi-sport world. As we count down to the last 30 days, prepare to witness all the emotions unfold. The pain, the tears, the drama, the excitement, and the joy of winning and conquering the impossible. On August 7, 2016, warriors will once again meet on the shores of a historic city. A city known for its bravery and its welcoming smiles. Witness the ultimate display of human endurance and of the human spirit. Because this is the ultimate race. This is where you make your mark. This is where they remember your name. And this is where you conquer yourself. See you all in Cebu! For the 2016 Cobra Energy Drink Ironman 70.3 Asia Pacific Championships. Presented by Ford.